Gary.
Yes, Sean.
Did I don't hear, but it's come to me third hand that Spud's copped another clip this morning.
Well, I didn't hear either, but I was at the junior footy, and
sheepers.
once I wandered in here, it had been sent through, and I had a listen. And look, some people need to tread carefully.
They do, especially around our thrashing machine of a mate.
Man, his eyes roll back, and he gets this sort of look on his face. And I think some can whack him. I think he's accepting of a whack from some.
Yep.
But
most, actually.
No, not
most. No, not most. You're right.
But there are others that whack him, and that's when he just says enough's enough.
Exactly.
So we believe Hutchy and his cohorts on his radio show had a bit of a go at you about using
the wrong English word on me.
The wrong tense.
On my...
on me tense.
On me phone.
But that's
look, you.
That's me.
You don't
I'm not
try
going
and
to
be something
change
you're
it.
not, do you?
I've had it for 15 years since the AFL days.
That's right. That's why we love you. That's
And
why you're one of those popular people in the media.
And that's why they know, well, okay.
That's why you're sought after and chased, whereas others volunteer their services.
Okay, I probably didn't sleep with a thesaurus. I'll understand that. But
what is the message, Gary, though, for those who haven't heard Spud's message on his phone?
You ring Danny Frawley.
Yeah, it is. And I've left it there, and I thought, well, that's about it, and you move on.
That's who you are, Spud.
You should leave it now,
right.
Spud. Don't change it.
Don't listen, Dano. Don't you tip into it. I'm on good terms with you at the moment, and let's leave it that way.
How's a Hutchy clip turned into Damo?
Yeah, exactly. But I'd been sitting on something for about 4 weeks.
What?
And I thought I'd just let it go. But when I got the text message today...
What happened?
Well, I'm doing a little bit of a reno down...
You are, yeah.
And I thought I'd call Triple M and get one of the sponsors just to see whether they can have a look at it.
Good thinking.
Not sure who the sponsor is, but they had a look at the locks on the door. So you work it out who they are.
Lockwood or someone.
Yeah, someone like that. But the actual big head honcho come out.
Ooh.
And I thought, gee, I better put something sort of decent on and give him a little bit of a Shiraz and sit down. He said, look, do you know that Craig Hutchison well? I said, oh, he's a terrific fella. And he said,
did you say that?
I did, actually. I was I tested the water first. You know, you test the water. He said, yeah, he's a nice fella. Yeah, great bloke. Yeah. And he said, he wants us to sponsor his sort of medium. And I said, oh, okay, fair enough. I think it goes pretty well. Yeah. And he said, I might listen to next week, so I'll come back next week.
His radio show?
And he said, because we've got a lot of talent. He said, we're very talented and we're high rating. Hutchy to this guy. And I just sort of sat back and sit on my hands and a bit of a giggle under my breath. He said, yeah, apparently he's their show's more talented than the whole Triple M crew.
I didn't say that.
Now, I thought he might have been, trying to get the sale over to say, look, we're going well. He said, look,
do what you do.
Come back next week. So anyway, the CEO come back, and I don't want to mention his name. He's a terrific fella. And he said, who's this Dr. Dirt?
He did not.
He said, Doctor. I said, I think it's turf or dirt. But he said he's been on radio for 55 years. He used to be on Punter to Punter and the Fat in that show about 20 years ago, but he's still hanging in there by the skin of it. Anyway, but he said this other fella, he's got a bit of a croaky voice, sounds like he had a big one every night on the dance, out there at the college lawn, with Barry Stone. He said, who's this Leon Picken? He said, isn't he a footy manager?
Oh, he didn't go down that path.
He went down that path and he said he thought it was a high-rating show.
Yeah.
He thought it was a high-rating show, but he said it's a community radio.
He did not.
The equivalent to television's Channel 31.
No, he didn't say that.
Joy FM.
No.
Joy FM. But he said, I'll tell you what, when he had Hutchy, he had all the polish, but he said he's a pretty sickly, unwell type of person, isn't he?
He's gone into his physical appearance.
Personal now.
He's gone personal.
I thought, come on, Mr. CEO, you're overstepping the mark here now. But listen, I'm going to leave it here because I still believe this is not going to happen. He's not playing the Legends game, is he, Hutchy?
My word.
Well, are we still got Nwiki Kaboni?
Yes,
Frankie Cabone?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, he needs to get income loss protection because my mail is not only the All-Stars led by the great Wayne Carey, because he said, just put a high ball up and there's 4 ribs and a couple of lungs, and I know Dr. Smooth will be runner. You better get the oxygen tank out there. But, Hutchy, if you're listening, 6 Victorians, they have got a warrant for your life, my friend. I'm not sure whether it's going to be great viewing.
What friendly fire, Spud?
Friendly Fire, mate. Friendly Fire. They have got odds on it. A few of the boys have got odds. They've got 10-1.
He's not going to. What are you saying? He won't be able to get in the Vic room?
What? He won't be able to get in the Vic room.
You have to warm up with the arms.
Mate, he'll be warming up with his celebrity slim for him, mates. And he'll be there having a little bit of a junior burger. I tell you what, Hutchy, do not play, my friend. I do like you a little bit, but I'd hate to see him get killed.
Tell me this, buddy boy. Now that Hutchy's given you he's really tried to ridicule. I'll be next. Ridicule you. Is there any chance that we could just swing it so that you could be fullback for the All-Stars?
I'll tell you what.
I reckon that wouldn't be a
I
bad
am
option.
away, but I tell you what, I would love to play for 2 minutes, even with the big V, because I think it's just a disgrace how this guy can put a big V on. Like, seriously, the closest he should get to a big V jumper
I'm right behind him,
is to buy one and sit 12 rows back for him to get out in the field with those guys.
No, I disagree. I'd have a kick with him every Thursday night.
I can tell you now, I've
he's
heard
got some talent.
My mail is he reckons he'll just kick six like shelling peas.
He's a good player.
The Vics, their number one, Sam Ewan, I've spoke to Sam, their number one criteria is to kick the ball perfectly. The perfect kick for the Vics is 25 metres on top of Hutchy's box. So he cannot move an inch. And you watch the swarm of big V jumpers, because Hutchy, listening out there, they are like elephants, my friend. You've gone through all these ex-stars over the last 20 years. They do not forget. So, mate, I'm telling you now, pull out while you can. Jump out of the canoe, mate.